What is going on, everybody? Is Doug back with another episode of Ringside Retro Solo Mania. I'm not really for sure. I'm not really stamped on the name yet. Ringside Retro has probably the best ring to it. Shout out to my man who was commenting the two different names under the last video. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I'm blanking on your name right now. Thank you for your input. I appreciate you. Um, we're just gonna take a brief video of talking about Clash in Paris and the Monday Night Raw afterwards. Clash in Paris as a whole event, mid. I mean, I'm just gonna call it how it is. The crowd was amazing. France crowd, international crowd, European crowd, any crowd that's really not in America when it comes to WWE and pay-per-views and stuff, they really show out. They're so interactive. They're so entertaining. They just don't get WWE as much as we do as Americans. So every time the WWE is there, they make it a point to let people know, the high ups of the company know that when they do pay-per-views and everything, they need to come to Europe more because of how the crowd is, which is obviously amazing. And I enjoy it as a fan because I'm like, oh my God, this crowd is really into it. So the crowd aspect was great. Overall, the card was very mid. The first thing that pops up to me is the Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella match. Trash. Trash. Terrible. Nikki Bella did wear some Jordan 1 mid customs in that match, which was kind of cool, but I'm not a fan of Becky Lynch, even though she's the wife to my man Seth Rollins. I'm not a big fan of her. So that match was kind of trash in my opinion. The first match of the night was the Roman and Bronson Reed match, which obviously is the Tribal Chief versus the Tribal Thief that's going on right now. Long story short, Roman ends up winning the match, holding the two pairs of shoes that I spoke about in the last video, the all-white Spizikes and the Jordan 1 mids. He kind of has a moment with Paul Heyman in the middle of the ring. And, kind of like almost if he's holding up the Ula Fala, which is an older reference of when he was doing the bloodline stuff. And he would put it around his neck and let everybody know that he's boss, basically. So that was kind of a cool moment to see. He got the shoes back, storyline wise. So we'll see where this goes from here. At the end of the match, he got on the announce table, was throwing the shoes out after he had basically won the match. Now he's giving away these shoes for free. He's on top of the announce table, and he's throwing out, I think, if not one, both Spizike lows. The left and the right shoe, was untying the Jordan 1 mid, proceeds to get speared by Braun Breaker. So, yeah, that's basically how that ended. The Cena and Logan Paul match was pretty good. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not a huge fan of Logan Paul, but the Cena match was good. The crowd was amazing during that one, especially, obviously, because it's Cena's last time in France performing. So the crowd went absolutely crazy for him. I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all too, I have tried my hardest to figure out what the old man 17-time world champion John Cena wears in the ring now, what type of shoes he wears. But I honestly have no idea. There's no branding. There's no logo. Every time I try to zoom in on a picture or anything, I don't know if it's some type of training shoe. Honestly, John is my man, $100,000. But they look like Kmart shoes. They really do. They're gray and white. I'll try to pop up a picture so y'all can see what I'm talking about. And just, like I said in the last video, kind of introducing everything, he was one of the guys that I remember wearing sneakers and obviously wearing Reebok pumps, and then even in like 2010s, 2012, 13, 14, I mean, he was wearing Under Armours and like low cut Under Armour, like fitness shoes and stuff like that, trainers. So just seeing him right now wearing what he wears, it just, I'm not gonna say it gets on my nerves, but I really have tried to see what he wears, and but I promise you I have no idea. So if anybody knows, I'll pop up a picture of what he wears. You can do some research for me. Leave it in the comments. Let me know. The main event, the Fatal 4-Way that happened was LA Knight, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, CM Punk. CM Punk was wearing boots, which he wears sneakers kind of casually when he's doing promos. Outside of the ring, casual wear. He wears sneakers and the Hokas. In ring, Seth Rollins obviously wore the Jordan 3 Pure Moneys, which is a clean shoe. It was kind of surprised. I hadn't seen him in a pair of threes before, so I was kind of excited to see that. Pure Money's obviously a classic colorway. Just an all-white 3 matches the gear easily. So I'm not really gonna hate on that. It was a cool moment to see. LA Knight was back with his Jordan 12 boots, which is something I spoke on last week, which is something he's been wearing obviously here recently. So also what I want to talk about is I had went on my not rant, but I was interested that Jey Uso was wearing Adidas Sambas, which I thought was maybe he was over in Europe. It was a European thing. Maybe he kind of got into that aspect or vibe that's what they were wearing. So that's what he was wearing. So I was intrigued until now. Clash in Paris, he was back in all white Air Force Ones. Back to normal. So I don't know if it was just a fad, if he just wanted to try it out. If he couldn't get forces at that current moment where they were at, maybe in France or something, I don't know. So it was just cool to see, I guess, him back in the thing in Air Force Ones, which is what he normally rocks anyways. So it was just cool to see him go out of them for a little bit, me noticing, and then him back in Air Force Ones. So that was pretty much for Clash of Paris. Not really a lot of sneaker moments. That's why I think it's going to be a short video for me today. Back on Monday Night Raw, which is the day after, Jey Uso back on all white forces. Finn Balor was back in another Jordan 1 mid custom. And I think the only other sneaker moment that I can remember off the top of my head, I don't know. There was something else that happened off the top of my head. I really can't remember. I'm trying to go through it really fast. I didn't really do the notepad today because I feel like I kind of go through it and thumb through it. So yeah, nothing really too crazy this week. Like I said, just a short video. I wanted to touch on a couple things. The Nikki Bella ones obviously were cool, even though that match was trash. AJ Lee's coming back, I guess, if that's cool. It's going to be like a Seth and Becky thing versus CM Punk and AJ Lee, which I think will be cool. I guess a lot of people have been wanting AJ back ever since CM Punk came back. But when will she come back? I don't know. But will she be wearing kicks in the ring? I don't know. So if she does, we'll talk about it. If she doesn't, we'll talk about it a little bit. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Just a nice little short video. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rock with Ringside Retros. The Soulomania was cool. Kick Out was cool. Once again, my man who was commenting, I appreciate you. I can't remember your name to save my life. I'm so sorry. But I appreciate it so much. The comments and the ideas. I think we're gonna ride with Ringside Retros. So also any of my OG Soul Sandy Sneaker Podcast watchers, I got the OG Soul Sandy hoodie on today with the EC Dub hat. And then obviously right here in the corner we got Mr. EC Dub himself, Paul Heyman. So yeah, that was just nothing too crazy, not a fit check or anything, but I'm sure you guys could see what I had on. So that's all I got for you guys today. I might go on a hiatus. I'm not even gonna lie, I got some big things coming up. So I might be on a hiatus for a little bit. I know I just started the series. I might get one more video in before I get gone. Good thing is there's not a pay-per-view or anything crazy leading up. But if there's any sneaker moments that pop up, maybe I could just do a short or a YouTube short just to get you guys still in the loop if I can't set up and do a video that way. But make sure we like, comment, subscribe, send it all to all your WWE homies. Anybody that watches WWE that's into sneakers, your mom, your grandma, your grandpa, your uncle, your aunt, cousin, mother, your dog's homie, it don't matter. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I felt a little bit more confident behind the camera today. So, yeah, keep it going. And until next time, this is E-Doug, and I'm out.